Hey everyone, this is Patrick from Patrick Comptus Photography. Wanted to do another tutorial as someone had emailed me and was wanting to know the difference between content-aware fill and content-aware scale. So I have a little example here. So recently got back from shooting an air show and I was putting together a little thumbnail for one of the videos. And this proved the point really well, so I thought I'd use it in this tutorial about content-aware scale. So what I have here is I've just created some text and a little stripe here, but there's this black area. So when I brought in the picture, what happened was it didn't fill the whole frame. So I needed to drag this over. Now if I just use Control T or something, I could do that, but it didn't really achieve what I wanted it to do because it stretched out the image a little bit even if I held down the Shift key. It just wasn't the look I was going for. So this is a perfect example of where content-aware scale could come in kind of handy. So let me show you how to do this. What I have over here in my layers menu is I've got the layer selected with just the aircraft on it. I'm going to go up here under Edit, and we're going to go to Content-Aware Scale. And you can see that puts a box around just that layer that looks a little bit like Free Transform, right? But if you hold the handle, it'll slide it over. And you can do this so far before you start to get a little bit of warping in this image. It'll stretch the plane, in other words. And I really didn't want that. So here's what you can do if you see that happen. What you can do is basically grab your lasso tool and just put a selection right around whatever the subject is that you don't want content-aware scale to change or touch or change in any direction. And then basically what you can do is you can save this as a selection. So when you go under Select, you go down to Save Selection, click on that. You can type in whatever you want. I'm just going to call this Alpha 1 just for sake of names. And we'll click OK. And then you can go ahead and remove your selection. Now, when you go back up under Edit and you go to Content-Aware Scale, you'll see up here under the Protect, I now have my Alpha 1 that I just created. So I'm going to choose that. Now, when I drag this, it doesn't do anything to warp or change the shape of the aircraft. I can even move this over if I want and go a little bit more till I can fill what I want. And it does a really good job of protecting that if you go ahead and save that selection. So there you have it. That's content-aware scale if you need to fill in something versus the content-aware fill, a little different. Really simple technique. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hey, while I've got you here, if you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, I'd really appreciate it, and I'll be sure to follow you back. I hope you guys find these tutorials helpful. Keep writing in, and we'll talk to you next time.